Afternoon. Got a little project today. I'm going to revamp this Carradice Super C saddlebag. As you can see, it is absolutely bone dry. So I have some barber thorn proof dressing. And I'm going to give it a good old soak with that, rub it in. I'm warming it up, some boiling water at the moment, and then we'll see how we go. So I'm using this, it is a waxed cotton, well, there's not very waxed at the moment, and the idea is as the water slowly gets absorbed, the fibres swell, creating that lovely seal. You see this boiling water is liquefying the wax, going off the instructions, manufacturer instructions. It's rubbing it in as hard as you can, as well as you can, paying particular attention to all the seams. I've started at the worst things, which is the pockets, and then we'll move on to the other areas. So I'll crack on with this. It's quite a slow process, and then we'll see how it starts to look. So I'm being quite generous with this because it hasn't had any application of wax for quite some time. So what I've also been doing is really forcing the seams open and all these creases, so can I get the wax in the centre, because the water would find its way into those little cracks even if it's not very obvious. It's quite cool today. It's what's the date? 21st of November, and it's about 9 degrees. So it's lovely and sunny, but it's not very warm. So that's just, the wax is just going to kind of quite a hard state as it's going on. But the benefit of that is we actually get to see where we've applied it, and obviously where we need to add a little bit more. What I'm going to do, which I looked up for looking after barber jackets, was once you've waxed it all, if you want that factory new look, is then you apply heat via hairdryer. So then I'll just really kind of let that wax seep in between the fibres. So I'll see, I might take that inside and use the wife's hairdryer when I've finished. But obviously, you know, I've largely done the lid. I took that sticker off that was just glued on. I guess at some point, if I liked it, I could actually sew it back on, and obviously make sure there's enough wax in there. But yeah, quite helpful. I quite like this bag. I've got two other Carradice bags. This one's new to me. I only arrived just a couple of days ago. But obviously you can see it's really quite old, but they are really much built to last. I've got a Barley and a Junior, both which is just normal kind of buckles, a bit like here, where this is obviously significantly wider, and has the quick release. So I thought I'd give it a go. It came up for sale, I think, on one of the forums, for a very good price. So worth the time and investment to see how I get on with it. But anyway, I'll crack on, and I'll show you what it looks like when I've finished waxing it, before I attack it with a hairdryer. Here we are, just about completed the wax. As you can see, it's quite white in places. Still feeling quite stiff, so we'll see how heating it up with the hairdryer supples it, makes it more supple, increases the depth of the original colour, even gives some colour back to these areas which were particularly dry. So I'll do that and we'll have a final look. Hair dried it. That's the hairdryer movement. I redid the pockets and the top again, so I'm pretty happy. It certainly helps give more of an even finish. I don't know if that's coming out or not. You can see that. There's bits of fluff from the just this cloth, which is full of holes now. So we've probably used maybe half a tin. Well, the whole tin is supposed to, I think, reproof a whole medium-sized jacket. so it soaks up quite a bit, but I keep that, and like I say, I've got 3, maybe looking at getting a 4th Carradice bag. But yeah, proof will be when it rains. Certainly got a more kind of uniform colour and a bit more flexibility. Certainly these were really quite stiff. They're still quite stiff, but better than they were. So yeah, pretty pleased overall. So give it a test and then maybe give it a bit of feedback. But it's quite the next size up compared to a lot of my bags. But yeah, easy enough. Maybe took an hour or so to do, but quite satisfying.